Hi, this is Emery. So today I want to introduce you to two different types of text that you can expect to see on the HiSET exam. That's informational text and literary text. So I'm going to tell you what I mean by each of those. Informational texts are texts that are seeking to inform you about something. Informational texts might be about something scientific, they might be about something in history or a person. They can be about different things, but their main goal is to just inform you, just to teach you something new. So I have in front of us an example of an informational text. So I'm just going to read it out loud for us. It says, "The Great Depression officially began on October 29, 1929, a day known as Black Tuesday. On that day, people who had invested in stock or share companies panicked and began selling their shares. But because everyone wanted to sell all at once, the prices of stocks plummeted. Even people who hadn't invested in the stock market were affected when businesses closed and jobs were lost. The crash didn't cause the Great Depression all by itself, but it was one of the chain events that brought America to its knees." So this is an example of an informational text because it's telling us about an event that happened. Specifically, it's telling us about the Great Depression and how it began on Black Tuesday. So with an informational text, it's important to just recognize what is the main event, person, or I guess scientific idea or facts that it's trying to introduce us to. The other type of text is literary text. Literary texts are less about informing us about something specific, something that actually happened, and more about telling us a story. A little bit of a confusing part about literary text is that the story might have actually happened or it might not have. It might be fiction or it might have really happened. But the style of telling us about it is not to inform us but to tell us a story. It's a different way of approaching a story or event, even if that story happened or didn't happen. So this is an example of a literary text. We don't know whether this is based on a true event or not, but what we do know is that this is a story. And so it reads a little bit differently from an informational text that's just telling us about something or informing us about something. So let's read this story together. It says, "She fingered the little block of wood in her pocket and remembered leaving her grandmother at the airport in Korea. Her grandmother had wiped away Eunhae's tears and handed her an ink pad and a small red satin pouch. 'Your name is inside,' she had said. 'My name?' Eunhae had wondered. Again she took out the red pouch to look at the wooden block with her name carved in it. She ran her fingers along the grooves and ridges of Korean characters. She pictured her grandmother's smile." So this story has a character, Eunhae, and another character, her grandmother, and it's talking about how Eunhae remembered her grandmother, and it's telling us a story of this specific moment in time. And this might be based on a real person named Eunhae, or it might not be. But either way, it's really it's a narrative. It's telling us a story. It has a start. It has a middle and an end. So that's how you kind of know what a literary text is as opposed to an informational text. You will see both types of text moving forward and also on the HiSET exam. So informational texts, such as the one we read about the Great Depression, will make up 60% of the HiSET exam. Other texts, like literary texts, will take up only 40%. So just be aware that both are important to understand the difference between them and to just recognize that you will see both of these on the HiSET exam.